Hello, hello, hello. And my face, let me see if I can get that fixed. How are you guys doing today? I just want to talk just a little bit about insulin resistance and, about what I do. So, I'm Delana. Thank you so much for joining my life. Thank you so much for thinking about your health, making better life decisions, and also about just wanting to know more about what insulin resistance is. I'm going to talk about that today. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I also encourage people to eat better and, you know, just be who you are for the opportunity that arises. So, I'm going to talk about what insulin resistance is. I'm going to talk about what insulin is and what causes it. So stay tuned. And at the end of this live, you're going to know just a little bit does and how well it benefits. Let's see. I'm waiting on one of my guests to come in and hopefully I can actually see her. But what insulin resistance is is when the cells become to resistance and stop responding to the insulin the way it should. It increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. If you're diagnosed with insulin resistance, you can take steps to prevent this or to delay the development of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Lifestyles like losing weight, exercising regularly, eating healthy diets, and can help you reduce that. Also, people can reduce it by 5 to 7% of their weight as well. So, insulin is a hormone and it's secreted by the pancreas to regulate blood sugar. The lack of blood sugar. Hi, there's my guest. How are
Good
you?
morning. I'm good.
Tanya?
How are you?
Doing good. I'm just telling about what insulin is and what insulin resistance is. So, actually, insulin resistance occurs when the body don't respond to the insulin properly. And insulin is a hormone, again, secreted in your pancreas to make it is now I got it, I think, too high where you can't see me. There we go. Maybe you can see my face. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. My camera is doing something different today. Not really sure what's going on. So we
You
just
look
gonna take
great.
well, thank you. We're gonna take it step by step as it is. Um, and it comes from the food that we eat. It's a chemical messenger that tells our liver to store some glucose. It also helps our body maintain the good balance and preventing the blood glucose from spiking from too long. That's what insulin resistance is. And if the cells can't absorb the glucose, the levels build up in the blood and the glucose creates more higher than indicator, which may indicate diabetes. So over time, the pancreas loses the ability to release the insulin and you develop type 2 diabetes. The insulin resistance has also become a link to increase the risk of the C word and also heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation, and also alter the liver function. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing? So I have a guest on to me on with me, and her name is Tonya. And I just want to talk to Tonya just a little bit. Adjust your camera so you can see your face, Delana. I have tried. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that will work that way. Maybe get farther away back. It's like it's too close.
Is that
Uh,
better?
yeah, that's a little bit better. Yours is perfect. So Tonya,
You look perfect to me.
thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Got a phone call right at the last minute from my son, so I had to take it. Sorry, I was a
Hey,
few minutes late.
always family first. That's what matters, right?
Yes.
So today, Tanya and I, am I saying it right? It is Tanya, right?
Tanya, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
answer to all the above.
exactly, me too, right? So Tanya and I are going to talk about where she was and what she was struggling with before she found the system. So, Tanya, what were you struggling with?
Well, I was diagnosed with insulin resistance in 2012, and then I struggled for 13 years until finding this. The catalyst for me with the Feel Great was they wanted to put me on a statin. I've been trying to increase my HDL for over a decade, tried all the things they told me to do, diet, medicines, all it was just a struggle for over a decade. Fatigue, migraines, rosacea, inflammation, just a whole host of symptoms.
Oh,
Um,
wow. How were you feeling at that time? Like 13 years, that's a long time.
it is. I was discouraged. I mean, I was very discouraged. I thought this was it. Like this was the rest of my life, and I'm 57 now, so I would have been in my early mid 40s when this happened. Um, and it was just discouraging because I did everything. I mean, at one point I was walking 5 miles a day for 8 straight months, doing everything, that I was being told to do, and I lost a total of 8 pounds in that 8 months. And I
Mhm.
still 8 pounds, yeah. And was just felt like it was me. I was the problem. Like when I'd go, it was the message was it's part of aging, and you're obviously not doing something. You can't be doing what we're telling you to do, or you'd be getting results, right? I was eating 6 meals a day,
Mm.
seeing a dietitian, seeing my regular doctor, seeing an endocrinologist, and I was just so disheartened, just so discouraged.
Oh,
Because I mean, to be this young, which I considered still young, but to really be in my mid 40s and think, I mean, I had 3 kids at home at that time with a very hectic lifestyle and schedule. Our youngest son has intellectual disabilities. He'll always live with us. He's 28 now, but
hmm.
um, it was really heartbreaking and discouraging. And, my faith, I mean, I lean into that a lot, and I kept thinking, there's got to be, this just can't be it. This just can't be it. I mean, I can't imagine feeling this way the rest of my life or living like this the rest of my life. And it wasn't even about the weight necessarily. Of course, that's what we see, right? That's the first thing we see about people. Um, I just didn't have the energy. At one point, I was getting up, going to work. I'd gone back to work. I stayed home while they were little, and I went back to work in the school system,
Hmm.
um, or went to work in the school system. I shouldn't say back to work because I was home for a long time. But
Uh-huh.
I would get up in the morning at 5:30, Jillian, get the kids everything done, everybody off to work, school, whatever. Come
Hmm.
home from work. I'd be home by like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sleep for 2 hours, get up, make dinner, go to ball games, volleyball practices, therapy, whatever we had to do, and then come home and sleep all night again and sleep. I mean, really sleep and wake up exhausted day after day after. I was just so discouraged and disheartened and afraid that this was it.
Exactly. That's where I went. Were you taking any medicines at the time?
I tried everything. I tried all kinds of stuff. I don't remember what the injectables were called. I mean, they weren't the stuff that's out now, not the GLP-1 or anything, but it was
Mhm.
for I think it was 12 weeks. I had to give myself a shot in the stomach, which was, I mean, I went to nursing school, but giving yourself that, and it just made me so sick. I did metformin for years. But the problem with metformin, I mean, I had 3 kids, a husband, I was trying to work. And
Mm.
when I'm telling you, I couldn't be more than 10 feet from a bathroom at any given time. I know that's a little,
No, I mean, it's what happens. I mean, so many people have that problem when they're taking that medication. So you muted yourself. No, you're still muted. I see your mute button over here. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's still muted. But as she talks about it, as she gets her thing, you may have to. I don't know if you can you see at the bottom where you muted yourself. Okay, you may have to come out and go back in. Come back in. It's okay if you do. So, as Tonya gets ready to come back in, I'm going to just tell you just a little bit about my story and where I was. And Brandy is talking about how she had chronic fatigue and it's miserable, and how you deal with that. You don't have any energy, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to be bothered with nobody, you don't want to be around nobody, you're moody, you sleep all the time, and you have brain fog. You just deal with so many different things having chronic fatigue. And with technology today, I'm gonna see if I can invite her back in and see how, if she can come back in. um not really sure what happened, but I'll wait for her. But as I go on, tell you just a little bit about where I was. I was about 235 pounds. I was disgusted. I didn't have any energy. I was dealing with headaches. I was dealing with um, chronic fatigue as well. And I had some skin tags around my eyes, and I really didn't know what was going on at the time. But the skin tags around my eyes, that was a sign of my body talking to me. And you also have dark patches of skin, normally around your neck and up under your arm. And in your groin area. Mine was on my thighs. I would try to wash it off and it wouldn't go anywhere. There she comes back. And it wouldn't go anywhere, and I was dealing with that, and I didn't know that that was my body talking to me, and telling me that that was a sign of insulin resistance. So the balding, the hairline, my hair had thinned out. I had psoriasis of the scalp. A lot of people have it on their elbows, and some people have it all over their body. And I was going to dermatology. I had PCOS. I was dealing with irregular cycles. The weight gain was tremendous. I was like the Michelin tire girl, and I just wasn't happy with myself. I had lost all confidence in who I was, and I had this protruding fat. A lot of people, uh, when I tell you about the Michelin tire girl, I'll kind of show you the picture of where I was right there. A lot of people don't remember me like that, and I don't know why, because I don't forget. It's been 24 months now since I no longer have to. I had high cholesterol. My labs have went down. My HDL had gone up, and my low cholesterol um, went down. My triglycerides went down. So another way to measure insulin resistance is that if you take your waist circumference, if it's more round than your height. So think about this. If I'm 5'3", that's 63 inches, and my waist circumference was a 46. So I was very insulin resistant. That was one way to tell. The other way to tell was I took my triglycerides and my HDL. I divided my HDL by my triglycerides, and I found out that that was a number greater than 1.5%. So therefore, I was insulin resistant another way. So I had another way to tell. So sometimes people labs are normal, and when
Hmm.
their cholesterol labs are normal, what you need to ask your doctor for is a fasting insulin test. And that fasting insulin test will tell you if you're insulin resistant. A lot of people say, well, your insurance don't approve it. Well, I would ask, because if you've been on medications your whole entire life, managing the symptoms, and it's not helping, then that's a reason for that. So that's why I get on here. That's why I have Tonya on here today to tell her story about where she was. And we're just going to pick up right where we left off about, how long you were taking medicine. This has been going on for 13 years, right?
Yes, I was diagnosed with what I had never heard of insulin resistance, so it freaked me out when they said it. I had no idea what that was. But in 2012, yes.
So
I,
basically, you were told that you were lazy and that you needed to exercise. Is
mhm.
that what happened?
Eat less, move more. But no, I was told to eat 6 small meals a day. I mean, they sent me to a diet. I worked with a dietitian for months and months and months. And
Oh,
no offense to them. I mean, that's what they're taught.
oh
I'm not
yes.
throwing shade on anybody. I'm just telling you my experience. And so I just got
Exactly.
sicker and sicker and sicker.
And
Um,
a lot of times people don't realize when we're eating more. So you were told to eat 6 times a day. That meant you started at 8 o'clock. That meant you spiked your blood sugar. Your insulin
immediately.
come out to fight it.
Hmm.
It went down. You got hangry and
Hmm.
ugly and moody. And do you want to talk about that experience a little bit of how?
Yes. So the chronic fatigue, weight gain, inflammation, the whole, all that. But I didn't understand the dynamic at the time. I mean, I thought I was seeking help, right? And I went to the people that were trying to help me, but the information they were giving me was doing the exact opposite of what I needed. I
Mhm.
didn't get the correlation between, I mean, I was literally told to keep peanut butter crackers in my purse at all times.
Mm,
I mean, the goal was to keep my insulin stable,
mhm.
right? Don't let it come down. Well,
Wow.
now we know, I mean, that's decades old information, obviously, but still we know now that the goal is to let insulin stay lower so that our bodies can heal. And I mean, I just didn't know. I just didn't have the information. Um,
So I want
it
to ask
helped.
you,
Go ahead.
you were doing exactly what you were told, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Wow. So by doing what you were told, that lasted 13 years
Hmm.
of you feeling inflamed
Hmm.
and the pain on a scale of 0 to 10.
Yeah, it was the pain in my heart was a 10. I mean, the pain in
Mm,
my body was, anywhere between a 6 to an 8. I mean, I had chronic fatigue, weight gain, inflammation, PCOS, hair loss, migraines, high cholesterol. I started having circulation issues. Um, I mean, I was having to wear compression socks again. It was I was made to feel like it was my fault. Like, I wasn't doing what I needed to do.
mm-hmm.
Um, but I was giving it everything I had, Delana, everything I had in me. And then so heartbroken and frustrated. Like I said, just feeling like this was it. This was as good as it was going to get. And
Oh,
this is
wow.
in my late 40s, mid to late 40s. So, I mean, that's tough.
Exactly. So, hey, thank you guys for watching our live. If you know somebody that may want to listen to this or need to listen to this, that are dealing with the problems that Tonya was dealing with, the chronic inflammation, the high cholesterol, the blood circulation, her heart issues, and things like this, invite 3 people to it and let them know that, hey, we're talking about something that now is worldwide and something that's going
Hmm.
to change the world. So, Tonya, how long have you been on the system?
I started in December of 2024. So what is
Okay.
that, like 8 months, 9
8 months,
months? Yeah.
9 months. Yeah. What was the first thing that you noticed?
Sleep. My sleep improved. My sleep improved. That was I mean, I sleep now like before we had children. I'm not kidding you. I just, it's amazing. It's been the most life-giving. It's healing for us too. But I'm not getting up all during the night because I'm taking care of my insulin. So I'm not
Mhm,
having to get up to go to the restroom all night long, sleeping through the night. But the biggest thing for me was falling asleep. I think I was fueling my body with so much and drinking so much caffeine, so much coffee. I mean, I would
mhm,
drink 3 cups of coffee in the morning and one every afternoon. And then when I'd get in the bed, I just couldn't shut it off. I couldn't go to sleep. Well, then I couldn't get up. It was just this vicious cycle. But I mean, I was just doing what I could. I'd given up all this stuff years before as far
mhm.
as medical interventions because none of it worked for me, right? I just settled that this was it.
Oh,
um
wow.
this was as good as it was going to get. But the inflammation, the pain, like the joint pain, inflammation, migraines, the migraines are gone. I have struggled with migraines since my early 30s, like cluster migraines where they last 3 days, where it's debilitating and you're in the bed, lights off, air on 60, just trying to get through, right?
Oh, wow.
I'm happy to say, knock on wood, I've had zero,
So
zero since December.
amazing. Yay.
This is the
So,
longest time in my life. I mean, since in my adulthood that I've gone without a migraine.
so what did others notice? When did they notice something different about you?
Oh, well, my husband noticed my mood early, very early on. He said, my kids were like, "Mom, you're so happy. You're so energized. You're just more yourself and
Mhm,
less stressed out. You can tell that you feel better and that you're, just joyful. Really, the joy was restored because I started feeling better. Um, my husband, like I said, I wasn't having those mood swings. I just didn't understand the correlation between the I was basically indoctrinated to keep myself full, don't let my insulin come down. And I just continued. It was a habit at that point, right? To eat
oh, wow.
frequently. Um, and I didn't recognize what the sign of hunger was, that it was actually my body, could heal in that state. I thought it was a bad thing to get hungry.
Exactly. So, people that are watching, they were probably like you and I. They were probably praying for a change, wanting something to be different in their lives. They were probably feeling like they were broken and probably at the worst time of their life. I know that's how I felt. I didn't have any confidence in myself anymore,
Mm-mm,
because I was like, I'm doing everything I think I should be. But I can't walk up a flight of stairs without getting out of breath. And until I found this system. So again, you've been on the system for 24 months. Your energy level is through the roof now, and you're how old again?
I've been on it for 9 months. I'm 57. And I mean, we have two grandbabies now. That's happened. We have one that's 16 months old and one that was born in July. I can get on the floor with that 16-month-old and play, lay on the floor, get up, no problem. I'm not grabbing on. Well, first of all, I would have never tried to get on the floor because I'd have been afraid I couldn't get up. But it's been so life-giving. I mean, this is such a beautiful time in our lives to experience this, becoming grandparents, but to be able to fully be involved and
Yes.
invested in it is just, it's been such a gift,
And
you
that's the
know?
amazing thing right there is the gifts that,
It
this
is.
product, it actually does exactly what it says. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what the system benefits from and what it is and actually how to get it. So if you're watching this and you know Tanya, you can reach out to Tanya. If you want to get it from me, I have a referral link. It comes straight from the manufacturer. But I want to talk about some of the benefits of what this system does for you. Um, so there's two products and one practice. So basically, with those two products, and I'm gonna grab them right here, and the one practice, what it actually does is actually amazing. Let me just say,
Yes. It's life-giving.
it's life giving. So if you're wanting to benefit from decreased cravings, food preference changes, fasting comfortably, increased energy, a mood boost, a clear mind, better sleep, better digestion, improvement in your A1C, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your fasting glucose. You want to lose inches. You want clearer skin, decrease your joint pain, or inflammation decrease. The skin tags will fall off. All of this happens with this right here that we're taking. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about what the benefits of the soluble and insoluble fibers are. Actually, I'm going to let you talk about it, Tanya.
Yes, of course. It makes you feel fuller longer. It slows carbohydrate absorption. It increases your fat burning, which, obviously, yep,
Mhm.
for us. You using the fierce? I'm using the lemon.
Yes, I do
I
the
love
fierce,
the
I do the
lemon.
lemon, and I do the lemon ginger. I do all three of them.
Oh, good for you. I do some. I rotate. I'm kind of a one-trick pony though. I just start every day with the lemon. I drink it hot first thing in the morning. Um, but yeah, it helps promote healthy blood sugar and your insulin levels. It's increases, look, it increased my HDL. I had my blood work done in 92 days. So I started in December. I'm a glutton for punishment, went through the holidays. But I had my blood work done 92 days after
Mhm.
starting, and my HDL came up for the first time in over a decade.
Oh,
I'd been
wow.
trying, yes. I mean, that was one of the biggest things they kept telling me was, how dangerous it was, or how unhealthy, not dangerous, I guess, but unhealthy it was for my HDL to be so low. But they couldn't give me the tools to fix that either.
Yeah.
Um, I was trying to get my train of thought. Oh, promote your healthy gut microbiome. That's been a
Yeah.
huge game changer for me. And I stay fuller longer. I actually take two a day, before my two meals.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helped tremendously.
Amazing. And let me tell you, it slows down the impact of the carb absorption as well, and also
Yes.
regulate your blood sugar levels. So it helps increase your HDL, as she said, and also lowers
Hmm.
your triglycerides. It also quiets the food noise. Like you walk into a room full of pancakes, bacon, and eggs, and things like that. You can actually walk by them. My husband cooks
Yeah.
breakfast every morning, and I choose not to eat. I choose to
Right.
allow time-based eating in the place, and this helps my fasting benefits. And I'm gonna tell you just a little bit about the what the tea is actually. It is a yerba mate, and actually it's a natural found in South America. It's actually rich in antioxidants and nutrients, and actually improves the blood pressure, quiets the food noise, suppresses your appetite, and also helps with weight gain. It provides energy better than an energy drink. I
Hmm.
know I don't have to drink these right here. So it
Right.
also increases my insulin sensitivity. It helps with digestion, and it improves the ketones up to 60%, all while burning my fat for fuel. And decreases the inflammation. So that joint pain that she and I was talking about, I was getting injections in my C4, 5, and 6. It was told I was going to have surgery on those discs back there. No, that was
Hmm.
over 3 years ago. And I
Hmm.
dealt with that for about 8 months until I found this system right here. And also, what it does is it overall your boost your well-being. So if your mood is cranky and you're kind of ouchie around the around the way, and she talked about and discussed, it also, helps boost your mood. The chlorogenic acid in there is 3 times 10 times a cup of coffee, so 375 times a cup of coffee, but it
Hmm.
don't give you the jitters like the energy drink or coffee does. I was able to run up. I go walk in our community over at the park in Gadsden sometimes, where I live here in Alabama, and I'll walk, and they have stairs, and I was able to actually run up those stairs yesterday when I was walking. I mean, I tell you, I feel really good, and it's called the Feel Great system. But let me just tell you just a little bit more about what this tea does. It actually acts as a vasodilator. So if you're having the blood pressure problems issue, improving your blood circulation, like Tonya was talking about how she was having circulation problems, it actually helps reduce the blood pressure and support the lipid panel, like she was talking about. I'm no longer on cholesterol medicine. It acts as a bronchodilator. So if you're having asthma, COPD, or if you had to do like I did, sleep with a CPAP machine, I no longer have to sleep with that. I'm down 80 pounds on the system as well, and I have amazing energy. And I mean, to be beneficial and have the air flow through your body when you're able to
Hmm.
sleep at night and keep your blood pressure down as well. This acts as a mood enhancer. It helps with people that have COPD. It actually mental focus. When you can't remember nothing, when you go
Yeah.
into a room, that's some of the things that it does. It actually helps the your serotonin levels, so it contributes to your overall well-being. Another thing, the central nervous system, it stimulates and improves the blood flow to your brain. So if you're dealing with bouts of anxiety or depression, it
Hmm.
also helps with that as well. The antioxidants are powerful. They're neutralizes the free radicals and improves the oxidative stress, so you can actually sleep at night. And that's another thing, get amazing sleep. Some people that
Yes.
I had known, some of my customers, it was like only getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep at night. And now they're
Hmm.
sleeping the full 6 to 7 hours.
Hmm.
And that reduces the cortisol level. So that stress level is down, and is able to manage that. Also, it aids in anti-inflammatory as a diuretic as well. So you have edema or kidney function problems, it actually acts as a reducer and actually helps
Hmm.
the fluid retention and supporting the kidney function. Last but not least, when the neurodegenerative disc, it improves the blood flow, reducing the inflammation to the brain. And guess what? It's just as much caffeine as a little dark piece of dark chocolate candy.
Hmm.
So that's what the benefits of these two products and the time-based eating. So if you want more information about this, please reach out to Tonya or myself. Um, I've been on the product for 24 months. Again, I was on 9 different medicines, not on any medicines at all. I'm able to run now. I'm able to lift weights, and I wasn't doing that. So September was my goal to be better, because I'm getting ready to start calling basketball. So I'm gonna be running up and down the court. So the girl is gonna be fit to be tied, right? Or fit to be tired.
Yes. Yes. You're going to be
But
great. You'll have all the energy you
yeah.
need.
So at 50 years old, you can still be the best you. At
Hmm.
54 years old, you can still be the best you. You can still run around with your kids, your grandkids, and enjoy life the way it's meant to be. Because this is a plant-based product. It's a 90-day money-back guarantee. And you know, it's a referral lifetime discount link. It's also found in your physician's desk reference. Tanya, is there anything else you want to add?
No, just that it's never too late. You don't have to feel that way. I mean,
It,
I'd given up. I'm not going to, my faith got me through, my family, obviously, but as far as my own health, I had just given up. I had
exactly.
no idea. It's There's hope. There's hope
Exactly.
for all of
And
us. And I had lost hope. I'm going to be honest with you. I just thought
well,
this is how I was going to live out the rest of my days
and you
and
don't
didn't
have
think they'd be very long because I felt so bad.
Exactly. And you don't have to at all. And that's what I love about it. The amazing energy that it gives and to decrease all the fat buildup that we thought. And you don't have to, I always like to say this because skinny fat is real too. You can have that visceral
Yes,
fat around your organs as
yes.
well. I'm going to show you, I think I have a picture of Tanya. If you don't mind me showing it, I'm going to see if I,
No, not at all.
okay. I'm going to go through here and find it here real quick and
Yeah, it
see if it.
wasn't about the weight for me. I mean, I'm not mad I lost weight, but I did it to avoid, they told me I had to take a statin, and I did it to avoid a statin. My my dad passed away unfortunately on medication, and
Mm.
it never changed. Nothing ever got better for him.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't want to go that. And I tried it all. I tried all the things and nothing made me better. So I didn't want to take a statin. Yes, ma'am. Wouldn't even look
Exactly.
at the camera.
That is my
But
friend Tanya. And I mean, she was dealing with chronic fatigue. Go ahead and tell it, Tanya. I'm going to just hold it up here.
no, chronic fatigue, inflammation, rosacea. Like I said, my cholesterol had creeped up. My blood pressure is now what it was in my 30s.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
They didn't want to put me on blood pressure medication yet, but I'm sure that was coming. They wanted to start me on a statin. That picture in the light blue shirt was at our first grandson's baby shower. And I wouldn't
Oh,
even look at the camera. I mean, I was
mm,
there doing everything, but I would, just a shell
yeah,
of myself. Um,
exactly. Mm,
so it's just, I mean, having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, panic attacks, anxiety. I'm in the midst right now. The only medication I was on when I started this, because I'd given up on all the rest, was an antidepressant, but I'm weaning off of that as we speak.
mm,
I don't need it
mm,
anymore. I mean, my gut health is such, our serotonin is in our gut. I always thought it was in your brain, but we produce more in our gut. I don't need it anymore. It's
exactly.
become a hindrance instead of a help. And I've been on that over a decade. So I'm just
Exactly.
grateful, so grateful.
And I am grateful to, that you found something that actually is beneficial for you. And there's my picture again, you know,
Gorgeous.
totally, look, totally different person, you don't realize how great life truly is until you are kind of controlled to one setting
Yeah.
and you can't function anymore. So,
You don't
audience,
until you feel well enough to enjoy it. I was just
exactly.
surviving. I wasn't enjoying it.
How many times do we go through life just surviving?
Years, years and years, just putting one foot in front of the other, doing whatever was next that I had to do.
Exactly. And I mean, if you were like me, you tried everything. You tried
Yes.
the Atkins diet, the keto diet, you tried the
Weight
any-
Watchers weighing in front of people and being humiliated because didn't make it.
mm,
I had every book there was known to man. My kids are like, "What eating program are we doing this month?" I was trying everything. I'm not kidding you.
yeah. I believe it. I really do believe it. We don't understand that diabetes and obesity and allergies, arthrosclerosis, aging, autoimmune systems, and liver disease and hypertension, diabetes, PCOS, fatty liver disease, that burning of your feet and hand, how it really debilitate us. That's the word I was
Yes,
looking for. And
yes,
dementia, type 3 diabetes. And you were dealing with migraines as well.
yeah. And I had
Mm.
hives for 2.5 years at one time, and they couldn't figure out why. 2.5 years every day for two and a
Wow.
half years. You think my body wasn't just screaming for help?
Exactly. And that's what it does. When your body is growing, skin tags growing, you're losing hair, you're dealing with autoimmune diseases that you don't have any energy, Hashimoto's,
Eye
chronic fatigue.
floaters, blurred vision. I had eye floaters
Exactly.
so bad,
And
and they're
fibromyalgia,
hmm
all those things. You don't realize that there is a quick fix and it's actually quicker and closer than you think. It's reach out to Tanya and I if you have any questions about this. We'll be happy to help you. Also, again, it's a 90-day money back guarantee. This is in the physician's desk reference, so your
hmm
physician could choose this instead of the metformin and the statins that they put you on, or the other GLP ones that has the black warning label. Um, and again, this is life changing. It's
Hmm.
been for me. It's been amazing.
Yes.
And Tonya, you had an amazing testimonial, and I congratulate you. I am glad you're living your best life now. You're able to get down in the floor with your grandkids,
Hmm.
and you know, amazing. The last thing I'm going to say, this is backed by science. This is backed by Cleveland Clinic, the number one heart hospital in America.
Hmm.
It's backed by Brigham Young University, University UNLV, University of Stanford, University of Sydney, home of the glycemic index. And it's been around since Rexall drugs. And if you remember that little orange and blue sign that was out over the drugstores, it's
Yep.
been around that long. And a lot of people want to know, well, why is it not in the stores? Well, because it was there. But sometimes people want to take the lower road instead of the higher
Hmm.
road. And they don't realize that you could actually save money by doing this protocol. I mean, I've saved over $600 a month.
I have to. Saved a
So,
tremendous amount of money.
and we teach you how to skip a meal, avoid the snacking, and that's like $20 a day right there. $20 a day for 30 days, that's $600
Yeah.
automatically. And then when your doctor tells you, hey, you can come off your medication, think about the
Hmm.
copays that you're having to spend for Ozipic and metformin and Manjaro, atorvastatin, all those medications, acid reflux medicine, anything that's non-contagious is reversible. So that's one
Hmm.
thing you need to know. And a lot of people say heart disease is hereditary. Yeah, if you don't change your lifestyle, it is.
It's hereditary because we're all eating the same thing. The families are eating the same. You're
Exactly.
saving money on your copays to the doctor and gas to get there because I'm not going any. I don't have to go anymore.
One time a year is all I have to
Hmm.
do.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Tanya, I thank you for the opportunity to talk about this product, and I appreciate your time. You have a lovely rest of the evening.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. And
Thank
guys,
you.
thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching this live after we've already aired it, thank you again. Share it with somebody that may need it, that are going through some of the similar situations that we've gone through and actually have overcome our help. We're here to help you. Reach out to Tanya or myself. We're happy to help you. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.
Thanks, Selena.
Uh huh.